Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Endless Space Disharmony. This is episode 15, and in the previous episode I was happily stomping through Green's territory. As you can see, we've already pillaged and razed a couple of systems. We should finish that off with this episode, depending though on what the Saws do. Now what happened is, they've been trying to bring me into the fold, into a cooperation agreement for quite some time, and I've always rejected it because if I accepted it, I would go to war with the Horatio, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be at war with the Horatio and the Green. I mean, now, I'd probably take that. I'd take that odds with the amount of money I'm making and such. But, back then, not a good idea. However, after rejecting it, the SOA's cooperation agreement several times, they decided that it was going to be prudent for them to enter into a cooperation agreement with this dark green guy, the United Empire, which is really, really bad. That's a really terrible move. I don't think that's a very good move at all. In fact, if we look at the score, I am 800 above the next highest player, which is Horatio. To be fair, the SOAs are, well, I'm double the SOA's score. So I don't know what they're planning on doing. I don't know whether they thought, well, if we enter the, if we put our two heads together and fleets together, we could take me on. But I don't know. I just think it's a very, very silly decision by the AI there. But we'll see what happens. I think I know what's going to happen. But anyway, in this episode, finish off the green and see what happens with the SOAs. Let's end the turn. We're on 156. So, yeah. Not doing too bad. Venue's been pillaged for 30. We're not pillaging it a lot because we are going in with troops and destroying it. If we did it the old-fashioned way, we would actually save a lot of money. So let's just do a couple of upgrades here. This is on their home system. I'm not really taking much notice to it, to be honest with you. GS1. Don't need to go for defensing, but we will do a entangled sensor array. We'll go for that. We'll auto. Damn it, I meant to auto move ships, but instead I hit the move button, the end turn button, which is terrible. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so we've got 4 units of Jadonics, which is good, and it looks like my defenders have gone into theirs. Seekers and defenders with a 3,400 military power. I am going to retreat. We'll auto that, as you might imagine. And we will run away. I just wanted to go there just to see what would happen. So let's just defend with my big fleets. We'll auto move some ships here. I just want to defend with my fleets, and that converts 10% of dust into star system defense. I don't think I really need any extra defense on there. In fact, I do. It would be very, very nice. So let's get that. Do we want to get that? It is 10% of the dust, which is... it's actually not producing a lot of dust because it's an Arctic and a Tundra. Actually, Tundra produces a bit of dust, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Oh, no, not too much. But we do have some ironic crystals, and we have some... this flower... No, this leafy stuff and some these crystals, yeah. We'll do it, because I've been meaning to try it out for some time. Anyway, don't really need any other upgrades on any of these, I don't think. So, most of them are just simply ploughing into... we'll get some more food. I think we'll combat refrigeration, 30% more food. Yeah, we'll just get that. I think we'll call that there. Right. Any other systems that need some food? Not really. Actually, the food's very low on them ones. I'm just going to buy it out. GS8. Oh, yeah, definitely get that one done. Most of the systems would be good to get, actually, now that I think about it, because getting extra food allows me to quickly rearm any of my ships. So we'll just shove them all on. It's weird how... Well, it's not weird, it's just I'm lazy. But I tend to just go around all the systems and go, oh, we shouldn't put this one on here, we shouldn't do this. But you know what? Balls to it. Let's just get all the upgrades on. It's generally what I'm doing. Just putting all of the upgrades on them, which is terrible, I know. It's going to cost $4 grand to do that one. Wow. Wow. I think we'll move that over there. There we go. Right. Anything else that isn't getting food? I think we'll just put it in the queue. It's only going to cost a turn. What's the upgrade cost? 7 dust. It's actually a fairly big chunk of change, but with the amount I'm making, it's sort of it is also probably a drop in the ocean. Some things. Let's rearm my ships here. Just took 6 ships there. Can we create all of them? Merge that fleet? We can. So we got a fairly big fleet there of assault ships. That's when we actually take over their planets. Right, so there's a colony ship. I'm going to send it over to here. And it looks like... Oh, this is an interesting one. Soars has a fleet, and... Oh, so does the other guy as well. I don't really think it's much of a problem for me, if I'm honest with you. Let's just have an honor repair on a colony ship. We'll just destroy it. There you go. And then we'll have another fight with the Soars, who's got a scout. Oh, with a little bit of kinetics on it as well. And this is the first time, I think, we've fired shots in anger against the Soars. I think it might be. Let's just repair. Can we repair that? Oh, we have actually repaired it. Troops 1 of 2, troops 0 of 2. Why can't we repair? Has to be 100% under my control. Now that's because that's their home system. So that's their home system that I captured. Let's just get it from there. GS6, and that's why I'm getting the refrigeration units. And then I'm going to send it back to there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Checking around. No other assaulting really to do there. That's only one ship. That's another fleet we've got. I think we'll move one of them back there. Again, just to intercept things. So that one we will intercept anything that goes past. We're just blockading all the systems here. And then we've got another big ship, so we'll move it along. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Right. End the turn. Nearly turn 160. And it's all about... It's not all about the base. It is all about the capturing... What's this? Horatio want to create an alliance and they're going to give me Hyperion and Transvine. Yeah, I didn't create an alliance. I just went to a cooperation agreement, which is slightly different. That's true. Transvine. Do I need any? I'm going to reject that. Just on the basis that I reckon you just don't accept the first thing that comes along to you. You always say, what else have they got? So I need dust water. They've got 1. I'll have 2. Why not? Do they have any blue cap mold that don't? What about red sang? Don't have any of that either. Hydromel? They have none of that. Most of the stuff I want they don't really have. We could get Exotherium. No, we got that. Hyperium. 2 of. Yeah. That'll give us exploitation on that. Yeah, we'll offer that. And we are now in an alliance with the Horatio. So we won't be able to go to war with them. And I don't care. I think that it is a good idea not to go to war with them for at least a little while. Obviously, we can do later on if we wanted to. But not at the moment. Right. Let's go for 15 science on Star System. That's garbage. That's dust on this one. What if I just get wit? Which just increases the percentage, which will be more than 20, I'm sure. Auto move some ships. And we can see we've got defenders there, which I'm going to scrap. Now, I'm actually going to scrap some ships. I know. The first time we've done it. Well, not really. Actually, normally the way we scrap ships is just by sending them in, to be honest with you. There's a colony ship. We are going to, again, use the colony ship to set ourselves down on the this system here. Because, you know, we move over, we raise the system, we rearm with these things, and then we move them over. That's generally the idea, and it seems to work. Alright, looks like they've made another colony ship there, so we'll attack. Yeah, it's just a colony ship. There's nothing of interest at all. That's another big fleet. Good grief. The amount of fleets I've got over here is immense. I'm totally and utterly wrecking them here. There's no... I mean, look, I'm just capturing the systems just by proximity and such. Let us just end the turn there, and we're going to hit turn 160. Right. So there's a bit of research. That's quantum substrates for adamantium, so we probably have that. Yes, we do. Alliance request. So, Horatio has accepted the following offers from the Soars. Cold War. So, if I accept that, I will go to Cold War with the United Empire and... yeah, I'll go to Cold War with the United Empires and the Soars. Leave alliance. Don't say then that the Horatio has managed to Now, it does look like they've created an alliance, but we'll see what happens next turn, because that might happen. This is getting a bit naughty now, because if all of the computer starts to come at me, that could be a bit ropey. We'll have to see about that. We'll have to see what happens with this one. Keep a close eye on it. Just going around our systems again and making sure that we have something building on each one. That's fine. We'll dismiss that. We will auto move some ships. And then we'll move them over there. That's fine. Right. So, nothing else to destroy at the moment. I could if I wanted to. What I want to do is take my biggest fleet. Where is my biggest fleet? There it is. And bring it over here. And then take my other fleet and move it over there. No, we'll keep it where it is. We need a bit of defense. We need also some research as well. What can we do? Well, we go for quantum processing, which gives us minus a 35% ship cost on Empire. That'd be very, very good. Very good indeed. But we are starting to lose a little bit of... we're starting to sort of lag behind on the weapons. So that's what I'm going to go up for. And we will get better guns. What's that one there? Advanced mechs. Ooh, troops and such. And that's more bombers. We'll go up for that one. And more troops as well. So yeah, we'll do that one. We'll end the turn. We need to just head up that direction. I haven't actually altered my... I don't think I've altered any of my tax rate for a while. Look at that. Most of these places are ecstatic. Our overall approval is fervent, which is good. They are sending a fleet towards me. Sending a couple of fleets. That one looks like just a scout. And they have two fleets. One of 3,400 with a level 17 hero, and the other one is a 900 military power fleet. Looks like it was a good idea not to move this other one over. That's only 2,600 military power, so they could start hitting me. There's my other big fleet there with my hero in it, so that's going to be good. What I will do, just because I think it would be a good idea, is to build some generic assault ships. In fact, there's no point in building them at 3 different locations. I could just say this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's four big dreadnoughts I've just bought out in a turn. That just shows you the sort of money that I'm making, really. Which is good. So, once they're built, which they are now, I will create the fleet, and then I will move it in here. And then it looks like they're going to attack me. So they've attacked me with a scout, and I'm just going to play a nano repair on the first card and auto it, because bang, they're gone. No problem at all there. And then I will auto move some ships. And what I thought, yeah, it looks like they have actually tried to initiate. Yeah, they've initiated a fight against me. So I'm the defender on this one. Generic assault ship 1s, 4 of them, obviously big dreadnoughts, with 2,696 military power versus their 3,434. However, they just have defenders, which have got a lot of kinetic guns, or missiles as well, Seekers missiles. They've got a lot of missiles there, so I'm probably going to go for a sabotage. They'll probably counter that, though. No, they'll probably EMP me. How do you counter that? A nano repair would do it, but there's no point in the first one. Go for barrier. Go for an evade, a camouflage, and then we will manual it, because I think we want to have a quick look. Now, the bonus I have here is that because I am packing a silly amount of guns on these things, even though it looks like it's really bad, they are over 1,000 military power over me, I actually have the advantage of having bigger ships, because I reckon I can take out at least half of their fleet in the first round. Look at their ships, all very robotic. I reckon I can take out half of their ships in the first round. We've cancelled each other out. So there's one of their ships gone already. 2 of their ships, 3 of their ships. It's what I'm worried is 4, 5 of their 6 ships of their ship. 6 of their ships have gone. I am getting hit. Oh, good grief, their ships are exploding left, right, and centre here. Wow, this is the fighters going in. Actually, it's the bombers. We're going to get there, and I've destroyed all but a couple of their ships. It doesn't look like they've actually got anything into me. No, it doesn't look like I've taken any damage at all. My fighters are coming around, and bam, there we go, and we'll just spin right round, straight past their ships. They've got a Defender 9 left with a Seeker, and a couple of other Seekers as well. They've basically got a handful of ships left, and that is about it. We'll switch to the other view. There we go. That is our main view. Melee phase, we're just going to do repair again. They've got a couple of ships left, 4 ships left here, but they are on almost no health. And I reckon the battering of my firepower of missiles and guns, there we go, but obviously these are all set up for long range fire, it'll take them out. That's going down, and it exploded. I reckon our fighters are taking care of business. Yeah, that's exploding as well. We've just flown straight past, and we've victory. Yeah, we just managed to pull a victory out there. They do have some defense. They do definitely have some defense. There's another exploding ship at the end. Right, okay, so they do have another fleet left. It's only 900 military plower. That's a word. I'm going to send in this fleet because you can see it's slightly damaged, and I'm just going to play a nano repair on all 3 phases just to top that back up again. There we go, and that's destroyed them quite readily. They are coming in with some more ships, but most of them are invasion. I'm going to send my main fleet into their home system. There we go. In fact, I will send 2 ships, 2 fleets into their home system, and we will start blockading that. Right, we can invade this system here, which we'll do. There we go. We sent several troops down. There's only 2 remaining, which is a bit problematic, but we should be able to send it over there. Same as this dreadnought. We need to move over to there. We've got a couple of random little dreadnoughts floating around, so we'll just make them, you know, all together, convergent. Can just, yeah, converge together and make a big fleet. End the turn there, just to keep this going, and then we will make sure that Hamill, not Mark, understand, we'll put in a bit of decon droids, so we'll pillage it and then we'll raise the system. Looks like we've got a bit more shaky hands. Aha! The United Empire wants a ceasefire, and they're going to give me 1, 2, 3 planets. I'm going to refuse it because I reckon I can take it out myself. Right. Looks like they have sent loads of hammer ships. I've never seen them, but they're packing missiles, a lot of them as well. We're going to manual that, and we will have a bit of... Don't need nano repair, actually. They're probably going to go for EMP. And that counts a defense card. We'll go for it in a weapons overclock. We'll just heavy firepower them, and we'll manual that just to watch it naturally because it's good to watch. Right. Just sip a beverage, actually. Getting low on that beverage. Right. They've just warped in. I'm just going to set these other cards up to do a nano repair because it's I tend to forget while I'm watching the violence. Right. So first phase, everything's worked. They've put extra armor on their ships, but remember they've got a lot of them. But Hammer 10's exploded already. Actually, 4 ships have exploded in the first volley alone. Wow. In fact, oh my good grief. The Hammer ships have only got 21 deflect. They might have a lot of firepower, but they got no hull. I have taken a bit of a hit. Look at that. Look at that. I've actually taken, not a fairly large hit, but I've taken some hits on these ships. Didn't really work out for them, though, because I've destroyed them quite easily. Yeah. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they didn't last long, did they? No. Right. So, victory there. I'm going to jump back in for a fight. They've got loads of hammers and seekers. All I'm going to do is play nano repair on the first 3 and auto it. We won't even get to wave 3, I don't think. We didn't even get to wave 2. We just destroyed them. So there's their biggest fleets, or all of their fleets taken out, I think. Alright, their main system now. And as I expected, they've got a lot of invasion ships here. Oh, a lot of defenders there, actually. Again, we're just going to go for nano repair. There's no reason why I shouldn't. Actually, the first one will go for kinetic warheads. Or dust warheads, rather, to get me extra bonuses for attacking. And I am just going to play nano repair. These are all of these. All of these ships have been sitting here ready to invade me. Got troops on board and such, but as you can see, it's not going so well for them. We actually start an invasion, and it's 65 turns until I capture that. Speaking of capture, we should be able to drop our troops over here, 100% to capture, and there's Gemini captured as well. Slight problem, I now don't have, as far as I can tell, any more troops left. I don't think they've got any troops. Troops 2, 0 of 2, 0 of 2, 0 of 2, 0 of 2, and 0 of 2. Yeah, we need to send it back to there, and we will get them back up. Right. Looks like we destroyed everything, as you might expect. And I'm going to decontroid it, and then plasma rays. Same thing we're doing on all of them. Looks like we do. Finally, we've got our other ships here on Edessir, and we're going to drop the troops. Straight capture. We've got 3 troops remaining as well, which means we don't even have to go to rearm. We can just go straight across there, and we'll bring the other dreadnoughts over to the front line here, I think. Same thing, we are going to probably do a... we'll have to wait until next turn now. Have they got a fleet there? Yeah, very small fleet. And I do mean a small fleet, it's colony ships. It's just colony ships. There's nothing that green can do now. There's nothing they can do. It's pretty much game over. It's game, set, and match for them. Random event here. Oh! 20%... This is everywhere. Yeah, galactic event. 20% approval on systems and 10% of everything else. That's fantastic. The Horatio wants me to give them adamantium for 1 transvine. Now we're going to refuse that. I don't want that at all. We'll auto-move some ships here. This system we are going to decondroid and then plasma raise it. Any other fleets? There's a colony ship. We're going to send it back to there. Another colony ship. Yeah, so we'll send it back to there. And then our bigger ships will just start sieging that one. So yeah, are we managed to take this one? We've sort of skirted around this one, which is interesting. We can drop troops over on this planet on the right again. We'll just drop the troops straight away there. Remaining 0, so we have actually finally exhausted all of our troops, so we'll send them back over. But it's not going to matter really, is it? Because our main big fleet's going to go up there, and then that'll be the last of their systems that have been not sieged. That'll be the last of their systems really that we have, that we haven't got people outside. I'm just doing some auto fighting around here. You can see there's a lot of hammers, which are just siege vessels. That's all they are. And I'm just playing some nano repairs here. And we'll auto that. Just destroying them left, right, and centre. We can even move our defensive fleet up because it's, well, we might as well. And don't need to build any more ships. I think we can safely say, yeah, that's being raised, that's fine. Is that a, yep, that's a colony ship, we'll send it back there. We need to keep sending the colony ships back here because if we don't, we will actually end up depleting the entire thing because we use this as our base of operations to rearm the troops, so we lose a lot of population quickly on that one. GS10. We haven't really done a lot here, have we? We're off a space elevator and the automatic buyout thing, but I don't really see the point in it, to be honest with you, because we're not doing anything with it. We're not. We're certainly not trading with anyone anymore. In fact, is that true? Let me just invade that system. Looks like we've got all of their systems getting. All of their systems are now getting invaded. Yep. The one on the right here. Decon droids. Raise it. And there we go. Right. I think we will leave it there because we're getting on a little bit. We haven't destroyed all these yet, but it's in the bag, right? There's no way that green can pull back from this. All of their systems are now being sieged by dreadnoughts, and I am moving in constantly with my troops. 10 turns, maybe a little bit. The thing that's taking the most amount of time is getting the troops back and forward. I should really make a bigger invasion ship, and I know someone mentioned that in the comments, making a ship with just siege modules and just using time to take over it rather than troops, because when I do troops, a lot of things get destroyed with the collateral damage. So yeah, we could, if we wanted to, work on that, but I'm just trying to take them out quickly. That's all. It's the speed. That's the speed. Next episode, we will, I think, start on the soars. And I say start on the soars. The speed we're going here, it's going to be a finish on the soars, if I'm honest with you. The speed we're going. The speed we're going, it could be a finish. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.